prepared. You would say, hey, Bob, did you take this course? You didn't take this course. Don't you understand this course makes you 26% better?
Sure.
You would have to take it. Everyone should have to play video games if you want to be a surgeon.
Well, I think it certainly would be a very good test to see if somebody can't play video games well. Like that means, because you got to move both hands simultaneously.
Right.
You've got to react to something very fast, then on the screen. So, and if your keystrokes or your mouse clicks or whatever are wrong, then you lose the game.
Right.
So, if somebody's has a good rank in video games, I would say that their manual dexterity must be extremely good.
Well, it's so
their fine
hard.
motor skills have to be excellent.
If you think about like StarCraft or any game like Quake, any game where a lot of people are playing, to rise to the top, you have to be exceptional. Period. As a human being, there has to be something exceptional about you.
Yeah, actually, for mention Quake, way back in the day, I was one of the world's best Quake players.
I know we talked about this.
Yeah.
I loved Quake.
Yeah. I in my final semester in college, I probably put more time into Quake than all my college classes.
When I was on news radio, all of the writers were super nerds. They were very, very fun guys, and they had a LAN set up at the studio where they all played Quake. I had never played video games, and I would go in with the writers and just kind of hang out with them. We'd get silly, and then we would all start playing video games and playing Quake against each other, and I got addicted, like hardcore. I got a T1 line installed in my house. I went hardcore.
Yeah, exactly. Checking how many milliseconds of latency.
I was fully addicted. I was making my own computers. I was going to Fry's Hardware and buying motherboards and putting everything together, and it was too much of a time suck though. I'm an obsessive person. I can't get involved. Like I can't play golf.
No, golf is too slow for me. I mean, I know a lot of people find golf good, and I guess if you think of it like I guess if you're saying you're going to walk outdoors with friends and occasionally hit a ball, then and you just as an outdoor walk, then that's cool. And it does require concentration when you're hitting the ball, but it's too slow for me.
Nothing compares to video games in terms of like the amount of feedback you get, like the sensory overload you get when you're looking at a large, high-resolution screen. You have a fast computer. You have headphones on. That you're hearing sounds from here and sounds behind you, and rockets are flying by you. And there's nothing like that.
Yeah.
But I think golf still is like Jamie will tell you. Jamie's an addict. He's a golf nut. It's super addictive, and it takes 8 hours a day.
It's once you get into golf, I guess any sport it gets super addictive. But for me the intensity of video games is hard to beat.
Yes, people dismiss it because they think it's just a waste of time. But we're showing like real world benefits of people playing video games.
Yeah.
If you want to be a drone operator, it's the only game in town.
Yeah,
absolutely. You have to get really good at video games.
Yeah, for sure. So, in fact, I can actually tell what my mental acuity is if I play a very hard video game. So if I'm trying to sort of get like an extremely good clear time in Diablo or something like that, or a first-person shooter, whatever the case may be. Like if I can tell that I'm tired, or my brain's not working as well as it should. It's like a mental calibration. You can tell immediately. Like how good is your mental state?
Right. Right.
So it's like if you're trying to play really well, if you play late at night and you're tired, you just play badly.
Right.
And you can say, okay, you may think that your brain is working well, but it isn't. You play the video game and you're like, you suck. So okay. Yeah,
you're putting it under stress. You're really stress testing it.
You stress test it, and because sometimes I think I'm fine, but then you play the game like, okay, I'm not. I'm like 10% below what I should be.
That's how I feel about workouts for sure. Like that's how I knew I had COVID, or I knew everyone in my family had COVID, and I was trying to not get COVID, and so I was working out. I was like, something's up. Like I felt fine normally, but then during exercise, I was like, okay, I can tell there's something wrong here. So let's just back off, relax.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like people who don't stress test their mind. They think they're operating on the same level all the time. Like sometimes I come in here and I can't form a fucking sentence, and I don't know what it is. It's like, what is going on?
Yeah.
So it's just
like sleep's not. Maybe it's like sleep wasn't that good or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Or I'm too busy, and it's not. The words aren't coming out. Like I know how to talk. I talk professionally, and I can't fucking talk. It's like.
I mean, sleep is massive. I mean,
huge.
So if I can tell immediately, did I get a good night's sleep or not? If I just play video game for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, my sleep wasn't that good because it's my and then sometimes your brain will recover through the day, and it's like, okay, like an hour or two after waking up, it's better.
Yeah.
Because your brain does kind of recover from bad night's sleep a little bit.
Do you know what really helps? Creatine, apparently.
Does it?
Yeah, creatine is actually a nootropic, believe it or not. There's a lot of like benefits of creatine that are really weird.
Are there any downsides?
No, it's
well
a natural part of food. Yeah, especially women. For women, apparently, especially postmenopausal women, it's very beneficial.
Okay.
And there's a lot of like cognitive benefits, and one of the big ones that they found recently is performance when sleep deprived. Mental performance when sleep deprived increases pretty measurably when you supplement with creatine.
Is creatine naturally occurring in like steak or?
Yeah, it's like naturally occurring in meat, I think. I think that's where it's coming from. I think it's primarily an animal-based thing. Yeah, but
like I did switch to like steak and eggs for breakfast, and I found that's like a power-up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're all overrun with carbohydrates.
Yeah, totally.
And you just, like, carbohydrates make this big crash, the rise and the crash,
totally.
the rise and the crash. You stay flat if you eat like a primarily high-protein, high-fat diet.
Yeah.
Your body runs off ketosis, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, so I just have like steak and eggs, no bread or anything.
Yeah.
And
it's great.
It's great, actually. It's a power-up, I'd say.
People dismiss this whole carnivore diet thing because in our heads, there's a lot of propagandists that put this thing out there that animal agriculture is the #1 contributor to global warming.
Yeah, it's rubbish. It's
bullshit.
not true. Bullshit.
It's hot bullshit.
It doesn't matter.
Not only is it hot bullshit,
Irrelevant.
but the real problem is factory farming. Regenerative farming is carbon neutral if it doesn't sequester carbon.